Hi fam, welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and in today's video we're going to be playing with the new I Heart Revolution Disney Mulan collection. We're going to be creating a makeup look and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts at the end of the video. So if that sounds interesting to you, then definitely keep on watching. Before we kick off the look, I do want to say that I have swatches of the eyeshadow palette and the gloss and a intricate look into the translucent powder that comes as part of the collection, the packaging and all of that. So if you're interested in seeing that, definitely check out the video. It will be linked in the cards and also linked in the description box. Hopefully that will save us some time so we can jump right into the look. Okay, so this is a look into the palette again. Apologies, it looks busted. We've done swatches, so this is what it looks like. And I really want to play with the blues and a little bit of the greens in this palette. So first thing I'm going to do is prime my lid. And I'm going to use the ABH Eye Primer, this one, to just give me some base. So when I did swatches, I didn't use a base. So I'm very interested to see how it performs with an eyeshadow base. Alright, I'm going to start things off with Warrior, which is this blue shade. And it's a matte shade, so that's going right in my outer corner. We're going blue today. Ooh, definitely that picks up a lot more intense than when I swatched. Blend that out. I'm going to use this green color called Guardians at the top. Oops, where is it? This color called Guardians. This book isn't the most convenient to hold up. So I'm just gonna use a little bit to just blend out the edge. So I'm going to apply a little bit of Warrior in my inner corner with a little brush. Because I feel like I'm gonna cut the crease, so, and I just want a little bit of the blue blended in there. So I'm gonna use my NYX glitter adhesive to cut my crease and also double up as a base for the shimmer that I'm gonna use. I've been loving to do this lately. Now the question is, do I go for a monochromatic look and go in with Loyalty, which is the blue shimmer shade, so this shade, or do I go for the silver called Gong? I think I might go for the silver. I changed my mind. I'm going for Loyalty. I know, but the blue is so pretty. We just do a whole blue monochromatic look. How about that? I'm not getting any shimmer from this, so I think I'm gonna layer the silver on top because it's not shining. is not shining. Do I layer glitter instead? I don't know. It's not shining at all. It just looks dull. I am not liking that. One second. I cleaned it off. So I think let me apply my base. I think I might go in with the silver. Try that again with the silver this time. Hopefully. And I think I'm gonna go into the blue shade that I tried to apply on my lid. Take a little bit of that and just apply it to the edge. It is very stiff. This is what we have so far. So let me do the other eye. Alright, second eye is done, and I decided to clean the lower lash line and change the shape because it's not working as well as I was hoping. So yeah, we're gonna keep the lower lash line bare. So let me do my foundation. While my concealer is settling down, I want to talk to you about the powder. So this is the Fairy Tale setting powder. That's what it looks like on the inside. You've got an imprint of the dragon, and this is supposed to be a universal translucent setting powder which will help to banish shine and prolong the wear of a Mulan inspired makeup look. So it doesn't say that it's an under eye setting spray setting powder. It just says can be dusted on with a fluffy brush or pressed on with a makeup sponge. Leave on for 5 to 10 minutes, then dust off the excess powder, and you get a flawless finish that will last around the clock. So we're going to use it as like to seal everything in as my powder. So once I'm done with the concealer, then unsetting powder, then we'll go in with the translucent powder. Alright, so let's try the powder. And I'm just going to use it as an all over powder with a big brush. It's pretty white on there. It is pretty white, but it's meant to be translucent. So I'm just going to set it all over the face. It's supposed to help with longevity. Oh, I'm seeing a white cast around there. I'm seeing a cast on my face. It said 5 to 10 minutes and then dust away. So I'm gonna apply, give it 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm gonna use another brush to see if I can dust it away. I'm using a brush so I can control the amount because I think a puff will really push it into my skin. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and then I'm gonna try and swipe it away. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes. So let's use another brush. Okay, the cast is not as vivid. I still see a little bit there, but if it helps with longevity of my makeup, I don't mind going back in with my bronzer. Alright, so I'm going to complete the rest of my face with the exception of my highlighter because we're going to go back into the palette to use the highlighter. So I'll be right back. Alright, so for my highlighter, I'm going back into the book. I didn't use the blush in here because none of those shades would work for me. But I do feel like this highlighter is very promising. So I've only just tapped my brush in there. Look at how much stuff came off. So I'm going to tap a little bit off because I don't know. Ooh, very much a matte type of highlighter. But yeah, my prediction was right. It's like a rose gold. Very pretty. That's gorgeous. That's pretty. Alright, so there's also a lip topper, which looks like this. And it's a beautiful pearl type of color. When I swatched it, I did think that it didn't perform, it didn't look like a topper. So let's see what it looks like on matte liquid lipstick. It does give it some shine. Alright, so this is the finished look. Let's go through each individual item. I'll start with the lip topper. I do like the finish that it gives my lips. I can see the pearls or the pearlescent finish of the lip gloss, really making the center of my lips look bigger, look juicier. So I do like this. Revolution makes really beautiful glosses. They make really beautiful lip products in general. A topper for me is supposed to accentuate a part of your lip. Most times you use a topper to accentuate the center of your lip to make it look bigger, juicier, and it does make the center of my lip pop. You can really see where the shine is. So it does do the job. And I do like the color. I feel like I can put it on any base, a darker shade, a lighter shade, and it won't take away from the color of the liquid lipstick, which is what I look for in a topper. It's supposed to accentuate, not take away from it. So for that, I do like this. I think it's a really good product. Um, let's do the translucent powder because this one's intriguing. So this is supposed to keep your makeup on for longer. I'm gonna need to test this a little bit more and preferably in the elements because working from home and all of that, I could test it at home, but I think to really know if a product like this works really well, it's better to test it out in the elements, in the wind, in the heat, and that type of thing. So the jury's still out with this one. One thing I will say is I'm not a fan of the cast that it left on my face. I feel like the translucent finish of it still has a cast. I feel like on my skin tone still leaves a little bit of a cast. So I'm not really too sure why it left a cast. It's supposed to be translucent, and even when you like just put it on your skin and blend it in, you can see that it's still leaving that cast on my hand, and I've really rubbed it in. So I'm not, the jury's out. I need to test this out. I do want to mention that the setting spray that I used is the Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray, which is a really long lasting matte fixing spray. So I don't know if it's going to be the powder or if it's going to be this. Hence why I said the jury's still out and I need to test it out more. I love the idea of it. I just feel like maybe the shade, maybe the translucent nature is just not translucent enough to work on all skin tones, but we'll see. And then the book, first of all, in terms of packaging of the collection, it's a Disney princess. I Have Revolution have been killing it with the Disney princesses. Love the book, love the format, love the packaging, love the color that they chose for Mulan. I love the color story that they chose for these shadows. I think it's very beautiful, very reminiscent of how colorful the animation was. And, there's some really iconic shades in here, like the red, the blue, that those are colors from the movie. So I do appreciate that this color story pays homage to the movie. However, there are a few things I'm not 100% happy with. This could possibly be because this is the first Disney Princess palette that I'm actually using. I do have others, but I haven't actually used them. So maybe my expectations is a little bit high. Definitely let me know if you've got any of the other Disney princesses and what your thoughts are. But I do feel like for I Heart Revolution formula, especially, these shades are a little bit too crumbly. So I have cleaned my palette, and you can see that the shade has transferred on the side of the blushes and the highlighters. And I've cleaned this palette already. So I'm not really happy with the way it transfers. I do have a lot of iHeart Revolution shadows. I have used a lot of their shadows, and I do love the formulation of majority of their shadows. However, this one feels different. It feels good. It feels buttery when you touch it, but then the kickback and the way it applies is not as great as I was hoping. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the shimmer shades are beautiful. They're not that many in this palette. You only get about four, I think four shimmer shades, and they are thick. I feel like they are too thick to really apply like a shimmer shade. Um, I tried using the blue, it didn't work, and it looks so crumbly in the palette. And I do feel like the silver, though it's pretty on the eye, it is a little bit chunky as a formula and not as shiny. They do have really beautiful shiny shimmer shades in their other like chocolate palettes. So I know iHeart Revolution has that formulation. I'm just not sure why it's not translated in this palette. Now I'm someone that loves matte shadows. Like I get don't get me any shimmer shadows in a palette, I'm fine. I've got liquid shadows, I've got toppers, I've got glitters that I can use. But I do think that for a Disney princess palette, four shimmer shades is a little bit small. There are 18 shadows in this palette, so I was thinking maybe six, seven would have been better. But even the shimmer shadows, I don't feel the quality is amazing. I feel like Revolution have done better quality shimmer shadows in their other palettes. Now, with the blush, I did mention in the swatch video that I wasn't expecting the blush to be universal. I wasn't expecting that all skin tones would be able to use it because, again, the Disney Princess collection is supposed to pay homage to the actual Disney Princess. And so I'm not mad that those colors are light and can't work for me. I do want to say that the highlighters, though, they did do something there. Two of the highlighters to me are very beautiful and they would work really well on my skin tone and darker. I did use Tougher Than I Look and it looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin. Not too bright, you can control the intensity, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So 10 over 10 in terms of the highlighters. The blushes, I'm not even going to bother with that because none of them suit my skin tone. But if you are lighter skin, then you will definitely enjoy the shade range of these blushes. If you love collecting Disney princess anything, because I know some people in my life that love to collect Disney princess anything, then collect this. Now, for me, I started collecting the Disney princess um, books that I felt, paid homage to the movie. I really love it. Mulan is one of them. Would I collect this now that I've used it? Probably not. I would like to get a fresh one and keep it in my collection and not use it. I wouldn't necessarily buy this book for the shadows or to use it or that kind of thing. I would buy it as a keepsake because it's Disney Mulan done tastefully. It looks beautiful. The colors pay homage. I would keep it or I would buy it for my niece to play with it, that type of thing. But personally, as a consumer, as a user, I would use the other iHeart Revolution shadows because I do feel like the formulation of those is a lot better than the book. So that's my personal opinion. There are some hits, there's some misses in the book, and it's really up to you in terms of what it is that you're looking for in the eyeshadow itself. As an everyday palette, I don't think, from first impression, from using the colors that I used, I'm not impressed. I am quite intrigued to use the other shadows, the reds, the more toned down colors, the browns, the dark red, to really see if I can create other looks. Let me know if you want to see that. I might do it as a short or I might do it as a TikTok video, but definitely let me know if you want to see that. But from first impression, I'm not 100% impressed. So well, that is it, you guys. Definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about this look, what you think about this collection. And if you are going to check it out, what are you thinking about picking up? What other Disney princess do you want to see from iHeart Revolution? To me, so far, from all the Disney princesses that I've seen them do, I think Cinderella and Tiana are definitely my favorite in terms of color story, and in terms of the blushes and the highlighters. I do feel like those two Disney princesses nail it. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, and I will catch you guys in a future video. Please don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and if you're already subscribed, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you know when next I release a video. Remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to him today, and Black Lives always matter. And I'll catch you in a future video. Bye.